What is up, everybody? How we doing? Hope everybody's having a good day. We're gonna start things up with a two-wheel skills competition and a freestyle competition following up right afterwards. Oh, we're gonna be starting off with Tim Mente in storm damage. We got 12 trucks out here. I know you only see 11 right now, but down in the tunnel, son of a digger. Lurking in the dark, ready for two-wheel skills competition. Let me turn this up. Can I even hear the truck? A little bit. A little bit. Two hits for Tim Mente out here in two-wheel skills competition. And it looks like he's lining up for that jammer. Backing the truck up, and he's gonna go for a slap wheelie attempt, it looks like here. Trying to pull the slap wheelie up, not quite gonna get it out here in storm damage. Not the way he wanted to start off his two-wheel skills competition hit. But he's got one more hit to impress the fans. Let's see what he can do. And he's rolling right back around, going for that jammer again. This time not going to line up, though. Hard onto that throttle. He's going to rip it up this time. Riding a little bit of a wheelie. He got one hit in. Now Tim Mente going to park that storm damage. We're going to move on to our next competitor. Hope everybody's having a good morning. I think it's still morning time for everybody. It could be 1 p.m. for you. Happy afternoon if it is. Let's see here. Let's do Kraken. Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken coming out on the track. 2 hits for two-wheel skills competition. This kid's been getting better and better at the competition as we've gone. He's going to the backside of the racing lane. It looks like he's going to kick it up into a moonwalk attempt. And he's getting up into the stoppie. Now he's got to put it in reverse, and he had some trouble getting it into gear there. Still got it up on the nose, got the stoppie. Now going to the front side of the racing lane, and he's lining up for what looks like a Paxton Popper attempt. Back up on those back 2 wheels. And tossing it back up onto the front. Into that stoppie, and he finally gets the moonwalk he was looking for in that first maneuver. Tripping it back up, and not going to be able to catch it that time, but cracking a strong second hit out here in two-wheel skill competition. Guys, let me know if you can hear the truck. If not, I can turn it up. Messed around with my volume settings. I want to make sure everybody can hear everything. Waiting on the scores for Kraken. Let's see who's next. Let's just go for Hurricane Force. There we go. Stephen Thompson Jr. Been practicing his two-wheel skills. We're going to see what he can do out here on the track. Remember, freestyle competition will be right after two-wheel skills. Trying to get up onto the nose. He's going to keep those back wheels off the ground into a nice combination move. And into another combination as well. Couldn't get it into reverse though right there as he sets it back down. Not a bad first hit. We're getting some 6s and 7s for Kraken. Player 4 is probably in bed right now, man. He's got a crazy work schedule. And it looks like he's going to go conservative here for two-wheel skills competition. He's going to go to the jammer. And a nice slap wheelie there. Really a lot of control as he's carrying it across and putting it down on the ground. Will that be enough to take the lead from Kraken? He got a pretty nice combination move in the first hit, but just taking it conservative and getting a nice slap wheelie for the second hit. Waiting on those scores. We're going to go ahead and give Kraken a 6. Taking the lead from Storm Damage. Storm Damage getting about a 5.5. Now we're waiting to see what Hurricane Force's score will be. And next up... my dog keeps sneezing. Next up, Pagliarulo in Jester. Ready for two-wheel skills out here in El Paso. And it looks like he's lining up for a bicycle maneuver. Close to the barricade there, the wall barricade, as now he's going for this move. On two wheels, turning into it, trying to keep that truck up on all fours, and he's going to get it back. Now going back to that same jump, but this time it looks like he's going to be going for a moonwalk attempt. Getting it up on the nose. Hard on the gas right there, and he's going to get the moonwalk. And riding it past the racing lane, getting in on that gas. And setting it back down. Pagliarulo out here in Jester having a good run in two-wheel skill competition. Will it be enough to take the lead? Hurricane Force about a 7.8 out here, taking the lead from Kraken. And now we're going to see if Jester can take the lead from our new leader, Storm Damage. Or Hurricane Force, excuse me. Oh, you'll live. It's okay. You're okay. Let's go. Jamie Garner in Overboard next for two-wheel skill competition. Hold on, guys. My dogs are getting very impatient with me. Alright, that should be good now. Jamie Garner in Overboard. We're going to see what he can do for two-wheel skills competition. And it looks like he has something different lined up here. He's going to try and trip the truck from a different kind of ramp, and it's going to give him a nice set down into that stoppie, and now into the moonwalk. He's going to try and walk it up this ramp. Getting caught up there, balancing it on the brakes, and he's going to get it, pulling that truck up and over that jump. And back down on all four wheels. Perfect control out here from Jamie Garner so far. He may finally be understanding how to pull out these two-wheel skills moves. Now it looks like he's going on top of the pod obstacle. Oh, gosh. They just really won't give me a break today. Oh, and this time, not gonna get all he wants out of that truck. A really strong first hit, and then the second hit just goes into neutral for Jamie Garner. Waiting on the scores. I'll park this truck up and I'll go let them out. Stupid dog! You're making me look bad. Alright, hold on, guys. My bad.
Wakes up with the sun in his eyes, says what's the time, and it's last that long. The bed is cold and he drains his soul until he falls asleep. Dreams of happy things before he was in the dark.
Sorry about that, guys. We're back. We are back. Doesn't take long. Poor little doggos. Alright, so let's see here. We had Kraken get an 8. That is a new leader with an 8. And we're getting a 4.3 and 8.5. That's very high for one hit. We're going to go ahead and go with this 4.3 so far. We can't give him the lead. We can't give him the lead. Didn't get 2 hits in. And next up, Lindsay Wink and Lucas Oil Crusader. And Lindsay Wink going for that bicycle maneuver onto sidewalls, trying to bring it back around, and he's going over here in two-wheel skills competition. Going for a move he's not quite familiar with yet. But you gotta try it out here in two-wheel skills to get better at these moves. Now Lindsay Wink gonna be taking it back to the pits, not even completing his first hit out here in two-wheel skills. That won't help him with the scores. We're gonna turn the volume up here in the trucks just a little bit. They're super quiet. That should be better. And let's see, we got an 8.8. That's very high for not even completing one hit, man. That would be taking the lead. We got a 1.2, a 1.1. Who would be next? I'm having a hard time deciding here. Obviously. Alright. Menard in Black Pearl. Someone who's very familiar with two-wheel skills. We're gonna go ahead and give Lindsay Wink a 2.3. Not quite gonna be able to take the lead out here, or do exactly what he wanted to. Is Menard in Black Pearl, balancing it up. Now he's gonna attempt to walk it all the way up that MX hill. Back up on the brakes into a nice combination move. Riding the wheelie all the way up that ramp and balancing the truck at the very top. And now he's gonna ride it down. Menard knows that was a strong hit. He's got one more hit here in two-wheel skills competition. He's got a strong hit just like his teammate. But can he keep that truck from going down early in this move? Going for a Paxton Popper. Riding that wheelie out. He's going to try to combo it up here in just a second. I can feel it, and he's going to get the combination move into the stoppie. Back into another combination, back on those back two wheels. Riding out the wheelie, and that is going to be it for Menard in Black Pearl. 2 strong, 2 solid hits. And he's backing that truck back up into his pit stall. Waiting on the scores for Black Pearl. Who else do we got? We got Avenger, we got Gravedigger, and we got Son of a Digger. Let's do Gravedigger first, Kristen Anderson. But wait, we're waiting on those scores from Black Pearl. We got a 9.5, 9.5, 9.5. We got 10s. We got so many 9.5s, that's pretty much, yeah, there's another one. So we're going to go with a 9.5 for Black Pearl. Not bad there. Because now we're getting Kristen Anderson ready to go here for two-wheel skills competition. And she's just sending it off of the pot. A nice sky wheelie there for Kristen Anderson. But will it be enough technicality to take the lead out here? Not sure if it will be. She's just going for another wheelie right here into a slap wheelie. She's going to ride that puppy out. Up and over the roller there in the wheelie still and putting that truck down. Conservative base over here for Gravedigger, Kristen Anderson. She's just going for a few wheelies to get some points up on the board. And sometimes that's what you got to do. Waiting on the scores for Kristen Anderson. And now we got Avenger. Jim Kohler in Avenger. We got 9.5s, a lot of 9.5s. We got a 7. Oh, this is going to be a tough one, guys. We have so many 9.5s with just 2 wheelies. Gravedigger living up to the name. With so many scores, a lot of them 9.5s, a lot of them 7s, putting the average down, we're going to go ahead and go with a 9.4. Just barely in second place, almost taking the lead with a conservative run. But now Jim Kohler coming out here onto the track. Jim Kohler known for more of his freestyle techniques and abilities out here. We're going to see what he can do for two-wheel skills competition. He's going to the backside of the racing lane, straight up and down for Jim Kohler. A nice little sky wheelie. He's going to set that truck back down. Now he's going for his second hit. Into another sky wheelie attempt, and he's going over on his lid. Past vertical for Avenger out here, landing on the roof of that truck. Waiting on the scores. There goes the cap. Oh, let's take the windshield off too. That looks weird. Oh, if I can. Can I? I don't think I can. Let's just take both of those guys off. If we can. Yep. Kind of weird right now, guys. It's the front one? That's so weird. That's why it freaks out all the time. That's why Avenger isn't out right now, guys. It is not even close to done. Not even close. It's fun to look at, but not even close to done. We got an 8.4. Lots of 8.4s. We're going to go ahead and go with an 8.4. Seems like you guys like that score here for Avenger, so pretty high up there on the boards, but not going to be taking the lead out here in two-wheel skills competition. We have one more truck ready for two-wheel skills, and that's son of a digger Ryan Anderson. And if you didn't see Beam Monster's stream yesterday, they streamed at like 1 in the morning for East Coast people, so no problem if you didn't see it, but we have been doing some work on Son of a Digger. And we finally got those lights working, dude. Look at that. That looks so good. So good. Now we're going to see if Ryan Anderson can take a win out here in two-wheel skills competition. And my dog's scratching at my door again. I just can't get a break today, guys. Dog reveal, 20,000 subscribers. And he's lining up for a bicycle maneuver. Up onto those two wheels and riding it across the stadium floor onto the sidewalls, tossing it back over into the throttle again, and he's gonna save it right next to Black Pearl and Lucas Oil Crusader. Ryan Anderson with a strong first hit, almost losing it entirely there. And what else does he have in the bag? Tripping that truck off of the jammer. Beautifully done from Ryan Anderson into that moonwalk. And he's going to just keep riding it back. Nope, back into a stop. No, he's going right back into the moonwalk, just balancing that truck. And he's going to set it down right there. He thinks he's got it. 2 perfect maneuvers out here from Son of a Digger, now waiting on the scores. We got a 9.8, a 10, a 10, a 10, a 9.6. 10s. We're going to go ahead and give him a high 9, a 9.6, taking the lead by 0.1. Son of a Digger, Ryan Anderson is your winner out here in two-wheel skills competition. And now it's what we've all been waiting for. Freestyle competition will be coming up here in just a second. I'm going to go take care of those dogs, make sure they're doing okay. I'm sure they're fine, but they're just being really needy this morning. They're not normally this needy. Alright, we're back. Woo! It's time for freestyle competition. Lucas Oil's sticking out quite a bit. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be all good. Oh, my phone's at 6%. Hopefully it lasts through this competition. If not, I'll be going and grabbing a charger, the iPad or something. But Tim Mente coming out here first for freestyle in the storm damage monster truck. And he's going to have 2 minutes on the clock to do whatever he thinks he needs to do to take the win out here in El Paso. And he's starting things off of the pod right there. Conservative start to the freestyle, of course. Wants to be able to fill the full timer out here as the first truck to run. Trying to go for that slap wheelie, not quite going to get it. And some nice air, a good combination move out here for storm damage. And he's not afraid to go for that MX. He'll get in some massive air and a hard landing on the right side. Nice combination move, trying to get off of that jammer and just keep this run going. Nice distance off of that racing lane as well. And now he's going sideways off the racing lane and another hard landing on the right side of that truck. Up and over the pod, a hard rebound right there into the throttle, and he's going to save that truck from going over. Storm damage had to get on the sidewalls there for a second, had the presence of mind to shove it into the gas and straight up and down, a nice sky wheelie trying to get over that MX hill, not quite going to get it. Stabbing onto that throttle. And a nice little sky wheelie there off the backside of the racing lane. Hard on the throttle on the landing. That could have caused some damage there for Tim Mente, but he's just trying to get some points up on the board right now, and he's getting tripped up into the throttle again. And some big air for storm damage here in freestyle competition. That front clip wiggling around from that landing. A hard landing out here for storm damage. 20 seconds left on the clock. What can he do? Onto 2 wheels and setting it back down. He's going off to the side of the MX hill, not getting quite as much air as before, and a hard landing on the right side once again. And that will fill his time out here in El Paso, Texas. Waiting on the scores for Tim Mente in storm damage. He did, in fact, fill his time out here in Freestyle Competition. As he's parking that truck up. Yeah, I don't know if Player 4 is coming right now, guys. He normally does wake up a little later now. I think his schedule has changed since he started moderating on the channel. And that does, in fact, suck, but you know what? We'll get through it without him. It's all good. And we're getting a 7, a 7.5, a 6, a 5, a 7.3. And with that, I think we're going to go ahead and give the first run of the night a 6. Alexander Hauser with the 6 coming in. And now next up is Kraken. Nick Pagliarulo coming out here for Freestyle Competition. He didn't get quite what he wanted out of the two-wheel skills competition. What the heck was that? Get out of here. There we go. Didn't get what he wanted out of two-wheel skills competition. Coming out here in Freestyle Competition wanting to make it. And he's starting off with the MX Hill with some massive air and a hard landing. Nice air off of the pod. Into a nice slap wheelie as well. And he's going back for that pod off the backside and a nice sky wheelie. Drifting that truck around and slamming it into the jammer. Another nice little sky wheelie there for Kraken. Straight up and down and landing on top of the MX Hill. Going bigger than storm damage was able to there in Freestyle Competition. And now some big air once again. Trying to one-up storm damage on everything that he can. Nick Pagliarulo out here. Off to the side of the pod, excuse me. Getting mixed up, and he's just going crazy out here, getting on the ragged edge. Off of the MX Hill once again, but he's going off to the side, into the throttle, and he's going to save that truck from going over on the sidewalls. Just a second of hesitation would have spelled disaster for Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken. As he's going for some big air off of the pod and a nice down ramp landing. He's got about 30 seconds left in Freestyle Competition. What else does he have left in the bag of tricks? Now going over the backflip ramp, clipping it just a little bit, but he's going to get a nice landing. Keeping that truck alive here in Freestyle Competition, just trying to separate himself apart. He is going out early, so he's got to think outside of the box. And a hard landing on the back end of the chassis there. Going for this jammer once more, and some just full throttle off of the jammer. Comboing it up, and that is going to fill his time out here in Freestyle Competition. Throwing some dirt into his competition, Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken. Waiting on the scores. I think our scores are getting mixed up here. I think you guys are still scoring, at least on my end, the other truck. I could be wrong. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and give these. I think this is for Kraken. So 9, an 8.4, a 10, 8.7. Throwing out those 9s already here in Freestyle Competition. What did we went with a 6 for storm damage. And that is the score to beat out here. We're going to go ahead and go with Cloud's score, an 8.4. Just because we don't have the averages here today, guys, I'm sorry. What truck is on? Is that this truck? Yes, it is. And next up will be Stephen Thompson Jr. in Hurricane Force. His teammate truck came out here first for Freestyle Competition, and he's coming out third. And starting things off of the backside of the MX Hill, not quite getting the sky wheelie that everybody else has so far off of that jump. We haven't seen the backflip here tonight. That's a wow factor in itself. Going off to the side of that pod and into some trouble. He's going to get the RII. His time has been stopped. He got too close to the wall there, almost into the RII area. Close enough to get the RII triggered. And he's going to start that truck back up. That might hurt his momentum here a little bit. But his time has in fact stopped, and it's going to resume right there off of that sky wheelie on the pod. Now going back to this same jump and getting a little bit of the sky wheelie he was missing before. He's going to catch the stoppie. He tried his best to catch that stoppie right there. That truck's brakes just not taking it. Too much weight for those brakes to take. Now he's going off the side of the MX Hill and hard landing on the right side. Into trouble. Can he set that truck back down on all fours? He's getting lucky right there. He had the pod to roll up against. And it kept him back up on all four wheels. A nice jump right there, just flattening out midair. Back to the MX Hill again. The third time he's hit it in this freestyle. A nice pogo on top, though. He's going to have to start hitting some different obstacles out here to set himself apart. And he's getting some nice air off the racing lane with 1 minute 10 seconds filled on the clock so far. Going off the launch ramp of the pod, and he's going to completely clear the pod, almost at least. And a nice slap wheelie to set things apart as well. And now he's lining up for what looks like it's going to be a backflip attempt. Perfect landing on the backflip, just straight into the throttle, going up on top of the MX Hill. Just trying to get over it. Onto two wheels, though. And he's gonna shut it off right there. Hurricane Force driven by Stephen Thompson Jr. going over a little early, leaving 15 seconds on the clock. He was the first one to go for the backflip, though, so you never know what the scores are gonna look like. We're gonna flip that truck back on over here. Let him park it in his pit stall. Oh, look at that, perfect. The hood went over into his parking spot. I don't even have to move it. So sweet of this hood. If you guys hear some weird noises, it's my dog. I have another dog in here. We got 2 dogs outside right now. And we got 1 dog laying on my bed snoring like crazy. So if you hear that, that's what that noise is. We got 8, an 8.7, another 8. Player 4's in here. He can start doing averages. I believe our last score, what was it? You don't have to go and do the scores, player 4, the scores that we've already done. Let me see. It was an 8.4 by Cloud. That was the last truck score. So you can do the averages right now if you want to. Up to you, my dude. And who's going to be next for Freestyle Competition? Let's take a look. It's going to be Jamie Garner and Overboard. That hardy Overboard paint scheme coming out here for Freestyle. Going to start off the backside of the racing lane. Slamming that thing into first gear and back into second gear. Oh, straight up and down for Overboard here, almost going over. Getting that truck back, but onto sidewalls at the bottom of the ramp, and he's going to save it. Beautifully done to start off the Freestyle here for Overboard. "30 seconds in on the freestyle, and he already has a couple of wow factors. That's what you need to see out here in Freestyle Competition to set yourself apart. Going into a set of donuts onto 2 wheels. And into the throttle again. He's going onto a donut save on the sidewalls. Now he's getting caught up here. Doesn't want to back it up. He's getting into storm damage. He's gonna have to, though. That will hurt his momentum here just a little bit. Clipping off of the backflip ramp. And a nice slap wheelie there. He knows he has to make up a little bit of ground here. Now slamming it into the jammer. And a hard landing right there. Into the sidewalls once again and saving that truck from going over once again. Huge air off of the pod. And with 30 seconds left on the freestyle, he's got some of the biggest wow factors we've seen. The first person to hit that sing-along on the side of the pod. And he knows what he has to do. He's lining up for that backflip ramp. And a hard landing on the backside of that. And now going for the pod once again. Some nice air, and that will fill Jamie Garner's time out here in Overboard. Oh, look at that. It's Trenton Ray himself. Trenton, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Waiting on Overboard's scores, we're going to have player 4 do some averaging here. That is, if he's not busy. As you can see, storm damage almost into Gravedigger there. And next up will be Lindsay Wink in Lucas Oil Crusader. Rocking one flag out here in freestyle competition. We're going to see what he can do. Lindsay Wink backing up here. Looking for some big air, it looks like. 1 and 2, and some huge air to start off the run. He had a bad time in two-wheel skills competition, not picking up very many points. I believe he got a score of a 2. Rolling over in the first attempt, and now into some trouble, losing the wheel. And that is going to be an RII for Lindsay Wink out here, breaking the truck early. He didn't even fill 20 seconds on the clock, and he's not going to be making up points in this event. He's going to have to wait until next week to hopefully make some points up in the series. Because now we're going to pull that truck off to the side of the track, and just some bad luck out here for Lindsay Wink and Lucas Oil Crusader. That's not the way I wanted that run to go. I love that truck. I love that truck. To be honest, I love all these trucks. Oops. See if we can get that over here. There we go, perfect. Oh man. That sucks. Poor Lindsay Wink, man. So, did we do Jester already? Have we done Jester already, guys? I'm having a brain fart. Let me know if we've done Jester. For now, we'll just keep moving on. Next up is going to be Menard in Black Pearl. Just before Lindsay Wink and Lucas Oil Crusader. We saw his teammate truck come out here and burn it down in freestyle. I believe taking the lead, but we'll have to see. Player 4 is having those stats. He's going to slam into the jammer. Some nice air for Menard, starting things off huge. And now comboing it up and riding a wheelie almost down that MX hill. Almost getting into Lucas Oil Crusader there. Some more nice air. And onto two wheels, onto the sidewalls, and pulling it back down. Very nicely done from Cole Menard as he's getting some huge air, doing almost the same thing that his teammate truck Overboard did, landing hard on the chassis. The top end of that chassis. Now we're waiting to see if he will be, in fact, started back up. He is starting back up. His time has been stopped. He landed back on all four wheels. And right there, as he gets into the gas on that jump, that will start his time back up. A lot of trucks getting RI'd early out here in Freestyle Competition, and a hard landing on the cradle. Now slamming it into some cyclones here in the middle of the floor. The roller's getting him into some trouble, and he's going over. And that is going to be it for Black Pearl out here. Not going to be able to pull it back up with a minute left on the clock. He's rolling that truck over early. 2 trucks in a row now going over super early. These drivers just wanting to put something up on the board, trying to beat what Overboard has done out here, who I believe is in the lead, but we'll have to wait and see. As you give us just a moment here, we're going to clear some debris on the track. Is that a windshield? It is. Bye-bye. 2 trucks in a row. Going over super early, not what we wanted to see out here from these trucks. Now, I'm going to scroll up here. Did we do Jester? We haven't. Okay, we have not done Jester. We're going to do Jester now. That means Matt Pagliarulo. My phone's at 4%. Hopefully we can make it through. Hopefully we can make it through. And he's starting his time right there, just slamming into the pod and getting a nice clear distance over that. Now going to the biggest obstacle in the event, the MX Hill, and some nice air off of that as well, comboing it up into the backside of the jammer. Now going back for the pod. Just rolling over it and going into the backflip ramp, what seems to be super early. Hard on that front end, and Jester's going over here. Can he save it? Into the throttle, he's going to pull it back up on all 4 wheels. Beautifully done from Jester, keeping that truck up on 4 wheels, just barely negotiating it back up. He's going to show these guys how it's done, straight up and down, not going past vertical. But onto the sidewalls, similar to Overboard, almost the same scenario. Back up onto 2 wheels once again. Bounty Hunter T, thank you so much for the subscription, man. I appreciate your support. Now the backside of the racing lane, some massive air out here. A hard landing on the right side as well, but that was the biggest pop we've seen off of that jump all night long. A minute 20 seconds filled so far, slamming into the jammer. Matt Pagliarulo wanting a freestyle win out here. Drifting that truck around, just trying to get anything that he can out of that power plant. Trying to set himself apart, going for the single log, just a little bit of a cross-thread maneuver there. Turning that truck around, he's got less than 10 seconds left on the clock. Some massive air off of the pod. And that is going to be it for time out here for Jester. Matt Pagliarulo throwing down a freestyle competition, filling the clock. Will it be enough to take the lead? Still at 4% battery on the phone. We still got a timer. Let's see, where'd that hood go? It's gotta be somewhere over here, right? Am I blind? I must be blind. Where's it at? It's gotta be over here. Oh well, it doesn't look like it's on the track. As soon as I say that, we'll see it immediately. Move that out of Gravedigger's way. It got back into that. Yeah, it did hit Gravedigger. Okay. And who is next? Well, we're going to go ahead and get Gravedigger out of the way a little early. Kristen Anderson, ready for freestyle competition, losing the flag from a sky wheelie move in two-wheel skills. Going for some huge air off of that pod. Not quite clearing it like Jester did. Nice slap wheelie to combo things up though. Kristen Anderson gonna have to make up some points here. She got pretty decent scores in the two-wheel skills competition, but not what she wanted. And slamming into the backside of the jammer. Breaking that the right headlight on that Gravedigger, that black and green wrecking machine. Slamming into the throttle and just forcing a slap wheelie out of that truck. Kind of just going around in an oval right now. They're now going for a cross thread off of the MX hill. Some nice air and comboing it up into the pod. A bumpy ride out here for Kristen Anderson. Massive air off of that jammer and hard on the rear end right there. And it looks like she has actually damaged her rear steering. It looks like it's locked to the right side right now. We're going to have to see if that affects her run at all. Hopefully she can get something ragged edge out here. So far it looks like she's going to have to pick it up just a little bit. But now it's going to be hard with that rear steer not cooperating with her. Slamming onto the throttle, trying to save that truck from going over. She's going to do just that. And with 30 seconds left on the clock, what else can she do? She's kind of limited out here in freestyle competition, losing the front clip. And a nice landing right there. And now she's going to slam it into the backflip ramp and not going to get what she wanted there. What the... That was such a fail. Oh no. Leaving 23 seconds on the clock. I don't know what that was. Don't know what that was, guys. And now we're going to take that truck off to the side of the course. Uh-oh, it's gonna be hard to park this like this. There we go. We're getting somewhere. A little bit. Hey, we did it. Perfect. Perfecto. Alright. Pretty good freestyle competition so far, guys. We've had two trucks go over early. Black Pearl and Lucas Oil Crusader. Where is Monster Energy? Going back and forth, back and forth. There it is, Cody Saucier in Monster Energy, gonna come out here on the course. And it looks like he's getting ready. Running over that Gravedigger hood. Let's take that out of there. It's just horrible. There we go. Good enough for me. And he's going to start things off on the jammer. Trying to just slam that slap wheelie right there. Not quite going to get all of it. Massive air right there. A nice sky wheelie in the air and comboing it up off the backside of the jammer. Smooth transition in from jump to jump there. And having some trouble over the pod. Truck seems to not be working at 100% here for Cody Saucier. And a hard landing on the cradle of that truck. Trying to keep things going out here in freestyle competition. He's going to combo it up here. Straight up and down off the single log. That rear steer giving out and he's going to save it from going over there, getting into the gas. Off of the MX hill, losing the flag on that truck. And he's going for a cross-thread maneuver up on the backflip ramp He's gonna pull it back down. Massive air off the backside of that jammer. He's going sideways off of the pod. And straight, oh no, he's going off to the side of the MX Hill, trying to keep that truck up. Into the throttle, it's gonna roll him all the way back over. Back onto all four wheels, clipped up by the MX Hill, and he cannot avoid that one. A hard landing on the front end of the chassis. As our safety crew gets down there to make sure the driver is okay, Cody Saucier going over with 25 seconds left on the clock. Going over early once again here in Freestyle Competition. It never ends, it seems like. As Cody Saucier is going to drive that truck into the pits. And with that being said, we have 2 trucks left for Freestyle Competition out here. Jim Kohler and Avenger. And then Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Whoop. Oh, I grabbed it for a second. There we go. Out of here. Alright, Jimmy. Jimmy Kohler, are you ready? He lost the whole body in 2-wheel skills competition. He doesn't need a body to come out here for a freestyle competition, though. That chassis, that truck, working still at about 100% as he's starting off of the racing lane right there. Now going into a set of Jim Kohler donuts. Turning the donuts into cyclones, getting up onto 2 wheels there for just a second. Going off to the side of the MX Hill. And a hard landing there. Keeping it away from the equipment there, off to the side of the track. Nice air off of the jammer, a nice sky wheelie, and slamming into a slap wheelie. Lifting that CRC chassis off the ground like it was nothing. Off the MX Hill once again, and he's going to get a hard right side landing that is. Ooh, the roller helping him out there just a little bit, slammed onto the throttle and got a little bit of a wheelie out of it. Now going for the MX Hill once again, the 3rd time this freestyle. Now getting off to the side on that truck. Rolling it over, back up onto all 4 wheels. Nothing is broken. And Jim Kohler sliding off right there, spinning out. It looks like he's lined up, though, for the mini flip. He's going for it. Slamming the front end of the truck, and he's been alright. He's getting too close to the wall right there. Going over super early. With 40 seconds left on the clock. Jim Kohler ending that freestyle super early. He had some good moments. He's getting a little repetitive off of the MX Hill, just kept going right back to it. Not the way he wanted to end his freestyle competition out here. Going over early, keeping that curse up that we're experiencing so far. The curse of the no-filled time. Whoa. Bye-bye. We only have 1 person left to save freestyle competition, and that's Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. Gonna be starting his run off big right there, going over the backflip ramp, completely clearing it. Nice air off to the side of the pod right there, onto 2 wheels. He's already having to put it back down. A nice little save right there. We've seen bigger from Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. Hopefully we can see a nice wow factor as he's getting a hard landing right there, but he's gonna keep that truck up. And it looks like it's still working just fine. A hard landing on the right or the left front. Big air off of that single log. Now he's going to spin it into a donut. Set it down right there. 40 seconds filled on the freestyle so far. Drifting that truck around. Looking for some more huge air, son of a digger. Getting into some trouble, a little bit of cartwheel action. And that is going to be it for Ryan Anderson and son of a digger flipping over right before a minute. Ryan Anderson not very happy with that. He's not going to be getting the scores he wants. A lot of trucks going over early here in Freestyle Competition. But Ryan Anderson wanting the crew to flip that truck back over. He's going to give you a little something else just for the fans. Nice air clearing the... Oh, not clearing the pot. A nice little down ramp there. Now slamming into the jammer. He is mad about how that freestyle just went. He knows this freestyle competition has just been full of trucks going over early. He's going to hit that backflip. And into the moonwalk attempt. He's pulling it back up. Very nicely done, but it looks like that landing took a toll on the truck. The rear end completely shrunk down. Those shocks not working at full capacity. In fact, they seem to be locked up entirely. And a hard landing on that left side. Getting some massive air twisting in midair. Going in for a donut attempt, but flipping the truck over. He's back up on all four wheels. Slamming into everything that he can, just trying to do anything to get these fans up on their feet. Going for a cross-thread maneuver into the throttle, losing the wheel. Saving that truck, and he has now been RII'd. What a way to end the event out here. Freestyle competition, two-wheel skills competition. And now we're waiting on the averages coming from player 4. Hurricane Force with an 8.5. Overboard taking the lead from Hurricane Force with an 8.6. Lucas Oil got a 2 from going over super early. Black Pearl got an 8.1. If he could have kept that run up, he may have been able to take the lead, but then Jester came with a 9.16. Gravedigger came up with a 7. I don't think Gravedigger filled its time all the way through. Kristen Anderson going over a little early. Monster Energy with a 6. Avenger with an 8.56 and Sud with a 5.25. That means Matt Pagliarulo in Jester is your winner out here in El Paso. Woo! That was kind of fun. Let's freestyle this thing around a little bit. Broken down. How's everybody doing today? We got 77 people in the chat right now. That's crazy, dude. We haven't seen numbers like that in about a week or something like that. How's everybody doing? It's only 11 o'clock. This is normally when I start my streams, guys. We could keep going for a while. We really could. What do you guys think of the Sudlights, though? You like that? The boys got that working last night. And it looks good. And it looks so good. Sud? Yeah, Sud is Son of a Digger. Son of a Digger got a 5.25. Oh man, I just keep going into neutral. I did that like 2 times during the actual two-wheel skills competition, and I was so mad at myself. So mad at myself. Just let the truck flop down, dude. Ugh. It's whatever. See how good that front clip is node beamed really well. I mean, obviously I shouldn't be able to like bounce off of it like this, but like there's no space in between. It actually connects. That looks really good. Just if we could break the hood off easier, like a real monster truck. I'm sure we can fix that eventually, though. The Retro Red Gravedigger, I actually haven't downloaded that. I'm not too interested in downloading that truck right now, to be honest. It is the guy's first attempt at Blender, and for his first attempt, that's really good. That's crazy good, but I don't know. I just don't like the sound of that truck on a CRD, you know? And that's just a me thing. Not trying to say that he didn't put a bunch of work into it or do a good job, because that truck is pretty good looking. I'd say like the one thing is the windows. The windows could have come out maybe a little better. Maybe you could work on those in the future if you're watching, man. But I believe it was some kid's dad. Forget his name, Nick or something like that. I could be wrong. But his dad is just wanting some practice on Blender and made that thing. So it's pretty cool, man. I mean, like going, getting your hands dirty, making your own parts, actually fixing parts of the Blaze pack that Blaze has neglected to fix himself. So like, props to you, man. Good stuff. You know file structure, you're doing good. So keep it up. Player 4, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking. Having a good day. Yesterday, we did a stream without the mic, and I was just kind of feeling sick. I felt really congested. My nose, like, was just nasty. And, like, when I talked, I sounded like this. Like, it just wasn't good. So we did a no mic yesterday, and I'm happy to be back. Happy to be feeling a little bit better. Sand, you can be in here as long as you don't try to promote your trucks and stuff like that, man. I get that that's what you do, but this isn't gonna be your platform to be doing that, okay, man? T.Ray, what's your favorite Ryan Anderson freestyle? I think it's gotta be like when he first put the moonwalk, one of the first times he did the moonwalk, like Syracuse 2016, I think it was. It was in the middle of his freestyle, and he just like, he was getting close to the trucks, and he just went up into a stoppie to keep it away from him, and then shifted it into reverse and rode that out, and it blew my mind, you know. And then he went and did an amazing save at the end of the run too. So I think that would have to be my favorite freestyle that I can think of right now. Oh, we inverted the sway bars. That's kind of hard to do on this truck. Or at least I thought it was. Oh, that's crazy. That looks weird. What is today? The 1st? I believe Bill Payne's coming down to my speedway once again. He was just down here like a month ago. And now they're back at the same speedway. And I guess the show's going to be insane. They're going to do a backflip attempt. I don't know if that's going to be with Rockstar, with Identity. I think it's going to be with Rockstar. So I'm probably going to go down there and see that show either tomorrow or the next day. Maybe both. We'll see. Sounds like a good time. Double backflip? You can't do double backflips off of everything, man. Like, if I was to do a double backflip here, I'll show you what would happen. Like, attempt. It just rejects me and does that. Like, that's not a... So I know that you guys love the double backflip, but it's just not possible on these tracks. I could go to a different track called Foxborough, but we go there a lot. So I think we're gonna hold off on going to Foxborough for a few streams and stuff. I get that you guys like to see double backflip attempts and stuff like that, but we do it a lot, my friends. We do it a lot. T.Ray, how do you feel, or what was your reaction when you saw Mad Scientist do a front flip? I was watching the stream, and it was a really bad stream, like a Facebook live stream or something like that. And someone said he did a front flip, and like I was kind of watching and stuff like that. I think I missed it, either that or it was so low quality that I couldn't really tell what happened. But when we saw video of what actually happened, we freaked out. Like we didn't think, we thought it was ROR, you know. It didn't look real to us. And now it's crazy, you know. If anything would have gone wrong with that move, could have been catastrophic. You know, if he would have tumbled into the stands or something, that truck could have just, it could have been bad, guys, you know. So I'm really happy things went the way it did. I hope nobody really tries to attempt the front flip in that way with the stands so close. If they do it, I'd like to see them do it in the middle of the track or something like that, you know. So, but I mean, yeah, it was crazy. Player 4, thanks for coming around, man. Thank you for tacking down them averages and just being a good moderator. I appreciate it. Alright, yeah, Dunder, you're not going to be doing that, bud. Not going to be doing that. Not happening, dude. No spamming. What do I think of the show in Indianapolis? I mean, I don't know what to think yet. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. I mean, I know that when they come back, they're probably not going to be as big as they were, you know, like, there probably aren't going to be 3 stadium tours anymore, at least for a while. I'm sure that they've been hit pretty hard by this whole coronavirus thing going around, so, but we'll see. I'm excited to see what they can do, but what's your favorite Monster Jam moment? Probably the Corkscrew when Cam McQueen did it, because I was there. And World Final 17 was the first time he did the Corkscrew, and it was, at the time, the coolest thing I'd ever seen a monster truck do, and still one of the coolest things I've ever seen one do, you know? Like, it was a legitimate freestyle move at that point, and then we saw people like Mark Werner, or Chuck Werner, sorry. I always say Mark Werner, I don't know why. Chuck Werner go out there, and he did corkscrews almost every freestyle, and, you know, it became a real thing until someone got hurt doing it, and they didn't have clearance to do it, or something like that. I forgot what it was, but I don't know. I always thought it was a really cool move, and that'd probably be my favorite moment. It's my favorite track. I don't know. I don't really remember monster truck tracks, man, to be honest. There's been so many, and now they're all just the same. It's really confusing to me. How do you download Rigs of Rods? Go to rigsofrods.org and press download, and then you got it. It's free. It is a free game. Oh, riding the wheelie down. That looks so good. Oh, massive air, dude. Aiden Young, I love your vids so much, or love your vids, they're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Yours is Sam Boyd. Oh, you mean stadium. What's your favorite stadium? I mean, sounds biased. I've been to Sam Boyd once, but CenturyLink Field. I mean, that stadium is actually amazing to look at in person. Like, it looks like a spaceship. If you guys haven't heard of CenturyLink Field, actually we can just go there. I'll show you guys CenturyLink Field right now. Why not? Let me save this son of a digger tune. I like this. I want to keep it. Let's save it real quick. Because last time I had this tune, I didn't save it. And I had to remake it. And that was sad. I just don't know what else to call it, so I'm going to call it current. Okay, let's go check out CenturyLink Field. Does ROR update itself? No. After a while, you're gonna... Well, they haven't updated in a long time, so I think you'll be good, but no, it does not. BeamNG will, because it's like out of Steam, and Steam updates kind of, you know, can automatically be pushed, but when ROR updates, you need to go to the site and press download again and download the new version manually. What do you think the Backstreet Boys tour in the future will be for monster trucks? Like I said, I have no clue, man. I have no clue. I really don't. Actually, let me do here. Where's 35-ish? There we go. Lock these differentials up. Oh gosh, there we go. Alright, so I'm sure you guys have seen me show this off before, but this is Seattle Stadium CenturyLink. And this stadium's insane, dude. Check that out. This is a real stadium. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, seeing this thing in person, like, I was right about here when we went to the show, and this is so accurate to how it looked. Like, this is just life size and everything so far, so, yeah, super cool. And this is a custom track, Jedi Presence, you know, this place, like I said, looks like a spaceship. So we got some lightsabers here, which can kind of give you an idea of what the custom tracks theme is going to be, as well as that. Oh, that's so cool, dude. We got the city over there, and then we got that. The Death Star. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, I actually met, I believe, a guy named Carson at Seattle, and there was a couple other people that wanted to meet me when I was there. We didn't get around to meeting too many people, it was just one guy. It was so awkward, though, the one guy that I did meet. I'm sorry, dude. I made it so awkward. I didn't know how to talk to people. I mean, I know how to talk to people, but I didn't know what to say. I was nervous. And I went up to him, and I was like, do you want an autograph? And he said no. And I was just like, oh, okay. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want my autograph either. I didn't know what to say. Can you download on mobile? No. BeamNG is a PC exclusive game. You can download it off of Steam. It costs about $25 or $30. And then the mod, the CRD mod, all the monster trucks and all the tracks are free. You just gotta go to BeamMonsters.com, and I have links to everything in the description below, so if you guys need a link to Beam Monsters or can't find it, I got it for you, right in the description of this live stream. T.Ray, what's your favorite Obsession freestyle? I don't really have any, to be honest. I've never really watched Obsession. I've watched Obsessed a little bit here and there, but I've never really seen anything that's like caught my eye. You know, he has good freestyles and stuff. He does the backflips. Well, backflips aren't everything. I don't know why I just said that. He does some good freestyles and stuff, but I don't know. Nothing that's really crazy, like, you know, got my eye too much. Let's just reset. $25? Okay, that's what I thought. I always tell people it's 25 or 30 because when I got the game it was 30, I believe. Or I'm crazy. I could just be crazy. I got the game back in like 2013 or 14. What stadiums have you been to? I've been to Sam Boyd and Centurylink. That's it. Those are my only stadiums I've ever been to and or seen monster trucks at. Yeah, it's funny. I went to Centurylink for the first time to see monster trucks. Never to see football. Never been there to see football. You have Steel Titans? I do on my Xbox, but my Xbox is at my sister's house. I don't know. I also don't. I'm not like a Steel Titans kind of guy, to be honest. It's not my cup of tea. You bought Beam for 32? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I knew it was 30 at one point. I knew it was. Oh, you don't like football? I mean, I have off and on liked, like followed it when Seahawks were at the Super Bowl, like 2 times in a row. We watched that, and then, oh man, why didn't they just let Marshawn run it? I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. The worst call the Seahawks have ever given. Ever. Ever. Come on, Pete. Come on. Metal Militia. Oh, you're right, you're right. We should do Metal Militia because there's a new 2016 variant with a new flag by Mike Bev, and he killed it. So let's look that up. Here it is. This truck looks awesome. What are your favorite monster trucks? My favorite monster trucks is, my independent favorite is Black Pearl, and my Feld favorite is Maximum Destruction. There's that flag I was talking about. Thank you, Mike. Mike did an amazing amount of overtime. He stayed up about, I'd say 24, 25 hours straight working on this mod to get 1.17b out to you guys. So if you ever see Mike Bev on the server or anything, just let him know that you appreciate his hard work. He wanted this mod to get out to you guys just as badly as I wanted it to get out to you guys, so he put in the work. And what's going on in the inner rim right there? Is that... Uh-oh, that's a bad texture. We're gonna have to fix that. Good thing I found it, though. I'll let the guys know. Metal Militia has a bad inner rim. But this truck looks awesome, dude. What's my favorite Iron Man freestyle? I don't really have a favorite Iron Man freestyle, man. What's my favorite Team Scream truck? Oh, Avenger, baby. All day. All day. Ugh, that would not be fun. Straight up. I love this course, dude. This is a fun freestyle course. I told Jedi, if he changes anything on this course, I'm going to cry, because it's one of my favorite places to just go and mess around on. It looks so good. Very good, very nice. My favorite Iron Outlaw free. I don't have them, dude. Like these truck specific ones, I really don't have any favorite freestyles I can think of. I don't watch Monster Jam often, like the broadcasts or anything. Now that there have been some stuff uploaded on, you know, like the membership, and I do have that, here and there I'll probably be watching them, but I haven't done much of it, to be honest. Haven't done much. It's my favorite Marvel truck, the Hulk, dude. The Incredible Hulk. It only ran like, I think once overseas and once in an encore at World Finals, and then the deal went out. But that thing was sick. I love that truck. Favorite dog truck? Brutus, definitely. I mean, Monster Mutt has its place in my heart, the old Mercury. But nowadays, not so much. I get that it's way easier for the truck drivers to see. I definitely understand why they did it. So that's good that they can see out of it now, but the 3D and the way that they went with it is just, it's fine, but it's, I guess it's just because I'm biased, you know, I love that body, the Mercury and everything. You ever been to an arena for Monster Jam? Yeah, I've been to Spokane Arena. My first show was at Spokane Arena in 2002, and we went there, not every year since, but quite a few times. Yeah, my first show was 2002 Spokane Arena. Lyle Hancock was driving Gravedigger 7, and it was super cool. The save Metal Militia did a while ago. Well, he did a ton of saves in this truck, man. That's kind of big. And also a while ago, like, this truck's been gone since 2017, so it's been a few years, if anything. We went to Huntington Center for 4 years in a row. Nice. My favorite dog truck is the Retro Monster Mutt 2004. Yeah, that's a good one. My favorite Gravedigger? It'd have to be 30, just because of how savage that truck looked, dude. And I met Dennis at World Finals 17, and, you know, it was the chrome Gravedigger, and it was so low to the ground and, like, just crazy. I just love the look of that truck, but in terms of performance, I'd have to say 19 or 20. Those trucks were just savages. Can I do Gravedigger the Legend? Well, I can do the old version of it, but we don't have an actual Gravedigger the Legend body right now. Thank you so much, Bailey. I appreciate that. It's my favorite Gravedigger driver. Oh, Dennis. All day. All day, every day, my friend. Can we do a retro event? If we had more retro trucks, I'd definitely do it. But, you know, I don't think I have the retro pack in right now. Eventually, we could probably try to do one. But, like, the retro tracks that we have, we just have, like, one with a single set of cars. And they're all crushed cars. They're not, like, BeamNG crushed cars. So that's kind of what makes me not want to do it. They're the FPS crushed cars. And after a while, those things are just going to get destroyed and catch tires. And it's going to be a little bit of a nightmare, so I think in the future I'd definitely like to do one, but for now I'm gonna have to decline just because of the track that we have available and the trucks that I don't have installed. What's my favorite retro truck? The old Taurus 2 or 3, the one that had those like yellow rim covers. That one was sick. I loved that. Oh, we've had Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing's been in for a while, my dude. Oh, the barrel roll? I think that one was the one that Brian Deegan was driving in. I could be wrong, though. But, yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about. You like the Goldberg truck? Good choice. Good choice. In rigs of rods, can you break the wheel of the truck? If you have a breakable truck. If not, no. If not, no. The breakable trucks handle a little weird. And the other trucks handle a lot better. But the breakables are really fun to use, obviously. So, yeah. Yeah, you see? You see? You see, Sonny? Alright, guys. Well, I don't really know what else to do. We did a nice event at El Paso. I've been wanting to do an event at El Paso for a long time, so that was good to do. I think we're going to be ending the stream here pretty quick. Yeah, I just got nothing else to do. I got some stuff around the house to do as well before things start kicking in gear here this afternoon. Elliot Walters, no problem, man. No problem, my dude. What is your all-time favorite truck? I've got to say Max D, just because of, well, like Feld truck. It'd have to be Max D. The only truck still running that front engine design, man. No sway bars, just crazy. I love it. So, guys, we've had some fun here today. I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow, but we'll see. I want to start working on a video again because I told you guys that I have a Salinas track or truck out or freestyle that I want to edit, but it's getting pretty outdated with the new trucks that we have in right now, so I'm thinking about re-recording the video, so that's gonna delay the next video quite a bit. I apologize for that. Things have been a little crazy this past 2 weeks, so we'll start reeling her in here. I'll re-record the event at Salinas, and I think we'll be good to go. So everybody have a good rest of your day and stay safe out there.